I'm Simone Abbass. I'm a CND since entering in 1957, so I made profession in '59. My best teaching, I guess, was when I was in Prince Edward Island. And I taught in an elementary school. When I was young and vigorous, you know, I could jump up and down on the floor like the children. And so it was good to be with the little ones. I had good experiences teaching music, and I taught music in 2 or 3 elementary schools, and then finished my teaching career teaching French. I did choir work, which was very rewarding. The school choirs were a good experience, and then the church choir. I was involved in music all the time I was in Prince Edward Island. The first time I came into leadership as a local leader, after maybe one day, I realized, well, this is not a position of privilege. It was a position of service. I'd like to tell you about when we first moved into Parkland, because that was, at that time, it was almost like a honeymoon experience. A lot of people, when we moved to Parkland, we moved from 3 or 4 different convents in Sydney, and we were the first ones to arrive at Parkland. A couple of lay people came later. But as the lay people came, it was just natural for the sisters to be welcoming. So we CND sisters, we set the tone of welcoming and hospitality at Parkland. There's one lady came from the Yukon. She was enthralled with the sisters. She found that we were so friendly, so welcoming, and I remember her saying, I never saw so many smiles. So that was a good thing, you know. Even though many of the sisters were, they might have been hurting inside because we left our convents, we had to give up and come to a whole new situation. Yet that was the experience that she had. That's what she witnessed from us, which was good. And if you notice, if you stayed around for a few days, you would notice when a newcomer arrives at Parkland, the first people to go and welcome them are the sisters. They'll stop at the table and introduce themselves, and we have a nice community spirit among the people, and as I said, administration have said that we've contributed to it. I think in my life now, I've come to a greater appreciation of Marguerite. Maybe as a young person, I didn't know her very much. I read those books that Pat Simpson wrote on Mother Bushwa, and I was so impressed with her as an older woman. It must have been so difficult for her as she got older to be kind of edged aside, and younger people, a lot younger than herself, taking over the leadership of the congregation, and her opinion not being valued. And I think that was the thing that hurt her an awful lot. I find myself praying to Mother Bushwa more than I did as a younger person, maybe identifying with her as an older woman.